So how about thinking in this way? For example, the software is okay, good things to change some lifestyle or the convenience to the end users. Then if the end user wants to be on that service driven by that some excellent software. But on the other hand, is it sometimes likely there will be likely in some case that even if the people wants that kind of software, but something have to be agreed between the countries or some regulation in that country they have to be set. So just technology or software alone cannot
Example. Can you give an
change the
example?
wallet. Okay, like the cashless payment
Right.
or the cryptocurrency.
Right.
So there must be have the good solution is emerging in the market. But in order to get this solution available in the market, some regulation in the market, managed by the government, managed by some regulators, and if it's coming over the border, so it's going to be the cross-border services. It's going to be like the agreements between the countries.
It's going to be an uphill battle for those countries to actually control that. Especially if you're talking about like Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and things like that. I know that governments want to stay relevant, and it's probably in the best interest of us all if we can kind of somehow control this, because otherwise value will really become completely transparent and move from A to B, and it will be impossible for us to actually trace it and tax it. Which will in turn give a big redistribution problem, because if governments are no longer have access to tax revenues, then basically it will be a Wild West economy where only the strong survive, and then we will get into a very difficult situation. So yeah, I hope that you're right, and I hope that governments will stay involved, because I believe that we cannot survive without governments. At least it would very very inefficient situation if we don't have governments. But
Yeah,
I'm a little bit worried.
Are you a little bit worried?
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried whether it's possible for governments to maintain their influence in, for example, things like cryptocurrency.
Yeah, if it's right, if what I'm saying is right, we living in Japan, the Anglo-Japanese government, who is not so strong in competing against some other countries in terms of making some influence and lobbying it to the country outside. So the what is more the help for us, like the Japanese, is just private to private.
Right.
Can go ahead.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Mm.
I think so too. Like the stronger companies, well, they're already taking initiative. Take for example Suntory, who takes destiny into their own hands and enters the American market through aggressive acquisition of Jim Beam. That's a way forward, but if they can pull it off, that's a second. But it's at least not waiting for politics and waiting for a vehicle like JICA to support you into a foreign market, but taking matters into your own hand and offering a proposal that is beneficial. not something that is basically supported by government money, but based on your own strength, that brings benefit to the local players. That's a much better proposition.
Hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too. I hope so too. It seems to be difficult, but on the other hand, what we see so far is that a lot of these JICA sponsored projects, they get twisted a little bit in the sense that they're very preferential towards the Japanese supplier, who doesn't need to adapt his solution to the local market, which means that the final result will be maybe not perceived very beneficial to the country who received it, and will not lead in follow-up business. So ultimately, it is a kind of like a hidden sponsorship of Japanese businesses without actually achieving the primary purpose, which would be creating inroads into the local economy. It's basically just a sponsored project by the people of Japan.
Yeah, it's not beneficial to the local market, neither to Japanese companies.
Right. So I really hope that Japanese companies will start and just skip the whole JICA. Oh, we're on video, but anyway, I think that would be much better if they start to their negotiations based on their own strength and not on the strength of the Japanese government support and the financial resources that they can attract in order to bring benefit. Because in the long run, that usually will not bring benefit to your organization at all. The short run, you may win the project, but you will not win the business in the long run. You will not get the network. You will not get the trust of the local people.
はい、皆さんこんにちは、雲野です。今日はですね、雲野塾の研修のプログラムをご紹介したいと思います。で、こういうふうなホームページありますけれども、ぜひですね、一度中身をご覧になっていただきたいと思います。今日はブーキューブさんのスタジオに来て、この収録をしておりますので、中身はこういうふうになってて、今最近ホットなね、グローバルリーダーの定義など書いてあります。で、特に経団連が作成しました留学すれば英語ができて専門性を持つというだけではですね、グローバルリーダーになれないとここに書いてありますようにですね、仕事ができる、専門性を持つ、英語ができるだけじゃなくてですね、私どもの塾ではリベラルアーツということと、それからもう一つは孫子の平和、さらにはですね、日本の歴史というものを合わせて教えることによって皆さんが海外の欧米の方々と、もしくは華僑圏の方々と正々堂々と渡り合えるような人物を育成しようというふうなことを考えています。ここに次のスライドが出ておりますけれども、ここに書いてありますのはですね、さらに、私どもの雲野塾の中身につきましてはですね、欧米の資料しか使っておりません。また実際に雲野塾は英語でやっておりますので、英語の講師がこう話しておりますけど、学習はですね、日本の歴史をまだ教えてますので、学習の午後はですね、日本のプログラムをしております。で、以前はこれ有料だったので、今はですね、実際に会場費も取っていただいておりませんで、毎回5000円ということで、朝9時から午後5時までやっておりますので、ぜひ皆さんですね、ご検討の上ご参加いただければと。英語のできない方もですね、学習の午後こういうふうな研修をしておりますので、ぜひご参加いただければというふうに思っておりますので、よろしくお願いします。で、ここにさらにですね、グループ討議とか実務の勘どころを教えると書いてありますけど、実際には私が10年ほどですね、欧米の新聞とか雑誌等をですね、集めてきた、もともと英語のベースでございますので、そうしたものをですね、 50セッションのテーマに分けて資料を作成しております。そういうことで、世界のオペレーション、もしくはカントリーリスクも含めてですね、しかも世界のトップの方々に対しても、いろいろな分析とか洞察をしてですね、議論しております。そういったことも含めてですね、今後ともよろしくお願いしたいと思います。以上で私の挨拶を終えますが、今回のこのビデオの収録にあたってはですね、V キューブさんのスタジオをお借りしてですね、お時間を頂戴して、このビデオを作成させていただきました。よろしくお願いします。どうもありがとうございました。